Yeah, good evening, Ramchand. Today I would like to explain International Doctoral Research Workshop on data collection from databases and open sources, techniques for collecting the data, selecting the data, storing the data, and organizing the data, and finally we are reviewing literature review. Ramchand, my voice is
Yes,
audible.
yes, sir.
So, how you are collecting the data? Data collection means we are searching free URLs, free repositories like Kaggle, GitHub, UCI, and Google Scholar, and there are one more research gate, Ramchan. These are the various sources we are collecting the data. Then what are the different databases? We have open source databases, commercial databases, relational databases, non-relational databases, okay, social network databases. There are many databases. Open sources means freely available. Techniques for collecting. What are the techniques for collecting the data? Through interviews, we are collecting the data. Through observation, we are collecting the data. And through for surveying, we are collecting the data. We are selecting the data. We are storing the data in a system, server, and data center, and organizing data. And we are organizing data means efficiently we are storing a huge volume of data in a system, server, and data center, and reviewing literature papers, and we are doing finally literature review service. This is the justification of today's topic, data collection from databases and open sources, techniques for collecting, selecting, and storing, and organizing data, and reviewing literature review. So this is a justification of the title. Today's content is introduction. What is overview of data collection? What is the importance of data collection in research and decision making? And data collection, data is a raw material. We are collecting data from various sources, open source systems, and commercial databases. We are collecting the data. Types of data is nothing but structured data, unstructured data. Structured data is not. Can you explain what is meant by difference between structured and unstructured, Ramchan? I think you can able to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
When we talk about structured data,
Correct.
um, it can be dealt with MySQL, SQL. Um, it actually has a proper syntax, semantics, procedures. Through which the data are handled. Whereas unstructured data are data, let's say audio files, video files, text, graphics, animations. These are all unstructured data.
Correct.
Um, so that can be handled with a different type of databases like MongoDB, Hive, HBase. Um, yeah. So
Correct.
yes, sir.
That is unstructured data. Structured means relational databases. Unstructured means non-relational databases. Okay, keep in mind.
Yes.
Then databases versus open sources. Databases is nothing but collection of related data with help of with help of relational and non-relational databases. We are creating the databases. If you are using relational databases, we are having tables. Collection of tables is called database. There is a structure, there is a syntax, there is a formula, there is a relation. Non-relational databases, there is no relation, there is no structure, there is no procedure, but we are creating the database. Then versus open sources means freely available databases like social network database, YouTube database, and WhatsApp database, and messenger database, etc. freely available. Then what are the key goals of the session? Understanding techniques for data collection. Can you list out what are the few techniques I have explained in statistics? What are the techniques, data collection techniques, Ramchan? Simple question.
Um, we can have
Through interview.
questionnaire and
Ah, very
yeah,
good. Through interviews, we are collecting the
yeah.
data. Through questionnaire, we are collecting the data. Any other group discussion, we are collecting the
Yes,
data.
yes,
Okay, those are the data collection techniques. Then learning how to select the data, how to store the data, and organize data, and the importance of and organizing data in system server and data center. Importance of reviewing literature. We are collecting a literature review from various sources. Okay, from ResearchGate and Google Scholar and so many websites freely available in Google. Also, we are getting so many literature papers. Then data collection. So, for collecting the data, what are the techniques for collecting data from databases? We are using structured data collection from relational databases like SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, etc. Querying databases and extracting relevant data, best practices for data integrity and ensuring quality. Then techniques for collecting data from open sources. We have open data platforms like government websites, research databases. Scraping data from websites, we are using application programming interface and web scraping tools. We have a number of AI and ICT tools, web scraping tools in order to perform scraping data from websites using publicly available databases like Google, ResearchGate, Kaggle, GitHub, UCI, machine learning repositories. Then going for selecting data. How you are selecting the data? Criteria for selecting the data. We have a relevance to the research question, quality and credibility of the source. We have data validity and completeness and consistency. Data filtering and pre-processing. Techniques for removing noise and relevant data, transforming and formatting data for analysis. So we have a number of filtering and pre-processing technique. Why we are using pre-processing technique, Ramchan? In order to eliminate noisy data, inconsistent data,
dirty
and
data.
dirty data, and one second. Tell me, sir, how can I help you? Okay. So there are various pre-processing techniques we are using in order to eliminate noisy data, inconsistent data, dirty data, etc. Then we are storing and organizing data. So we are storing data in a system, server and data center. Data storage techniques like storing structured data in relevant. One second, Ramchand. Please send me. Uh, One second, Ramchand. I got keynote speaker address from one of the accommodation required. Yes. So, from to they are asking. One second. These are the two tickets. One second, Ramchan. So this is uh, he's asking 1 second. 531. 1 second, Ramchan. Subbarao and so these are the tickets I booked from and this is the flight ticket. Very cheap ticket I got it, Ramchan. Very cheap ticket. Hello, 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 Ramchan.
Sir, you are sending to me, sir.
Yeah. I'm sending for your reference also. Just
Okay, okay.
you can
Okay,
see
okay.
these are the three tickets. So they are asking food veg or non-veg like that, Ramchan.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So that organizers are just messaging me. I want to send tickets so that they are arranging everything.
Okay, okay.
The reimbursement also they are doing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so storing and organizing data, we have data storage techniques. We are using B plus trees and B trees and B plus trees, and there are ways of storing structured data in relational databases by using SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, etc. And we have storing unstructured data in NoSQL databases or cloud storage solutions. Best practices for secure and efficient data storage, example using encryption and backups, etc. Data organization, like organizing large data sets like folders, naming conventions, etc. Metadata is nothing but data about the data is called metadata. Keep in mind, management for easy retrieval, documenting data sets for reproducibility, etc. Then the fifth concept is reviewing literature. We have importance of literature review, like the role of literature in identifying research gaps and understanding previous findings, how to find a reliable and credible sources, best practices for reviewing literature. There are methods for conducting a systematic literature searches, example using academic databases like Google Scholar and PubMed and ResearchGate, etc. And organizing and analyzing research articles by using citation management tools like Jotaro, EndNote for referencing purpose. Then coming to the first topic, overview of data. One second, they are asking.
Okay, sir.
One second, Ramchan.
Okay, sir.
They are asking and they are calling. One second. Okay, Ramchand. Now we will continue our session. One second. How much time is there for you? No problem.
25 minutes, sir.
Okay. So we'll finish it. No problem. So what is in this data collection is a see data is a very important material, very important element and vital for gathering insights and making informed decisions in research and analysis. And what is the importance of data collection in research and decision making? It is accurate data is the foundation for sound conclusions and effective decision making in various fields of study. How many types of data we can see? Structured data versus unstructured data. Okay, so in this structured and unstructured data, structured data is organized and easily processed, while unstructured data lacks of defined format and requires more effort for analysis. That's why it is non-relational databases. Databases versus open sources. Databases are managed and open. You can call it as one second. We need to organize like this. Types of data. Under this one, we have two types like structured data, unstructured data. Hello, Ramchand? Somebody joined? Hello, Ramchan.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. Now, are you yeah, seeing my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay. So there are two types of data. Types of data: structured data, unstructured data, databases, and open sources. I have explained already. And the key goals of the data and understanding techniques for data collection. We are learning various methods to gather data, whether through surveys, databases, or open data sources, and their advantages, etc. Then learning how to select, store, and organize data. Focus on choosing the right data, ensuring its accuracy, and storing it in an accessible and organized manner for easy retrieval. And what is the importance of reviewing literature? Reviewing literature helps understand existing research, identify gaps, and establish a foundation for your own network. Then this is the importance of data collection in various fields like decision making, marketing research, academic research. Artificial intelligence is nothing but intelligent behavior in a machine to solve real time applications. Science and engineering to develop intelligent kind of based applications. What is meant by machine learning? Learning from the observational data by applying supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning, etc. Then what about data warehousing is nothing but storing of a huge volume of data by using data cubes. So that's why data collection is essential as it provides the foundation for informed decision making, accurate analysis, and effective problem solving in any field. Then write a Python program to solve different types of data, structured, unstructured databases, and open sources using a bar chart, and provide a conceptual overview of data collection techniques and key goals for an educational session. Required libraries we are installing, and then we are performing data for visualization and creating the bar chart. In x-axis we are having structured data, unstructured data, databases, open source, and y-axis we are having percentage, and name of the chart is data collection overview. Then these are the results we are getting. Data collection is crucial for gathering insights and making informed decisions, and accurate data is key for sound conclusions in research and decision making. What are the types of data? We are having structured data, that is organized and easily processed. Unstructured data is nothing but lacks a defined format and requires more effort for analysis. Databases versus open source. Database is nothing but managed and require specific access permissions. Open sources is nothing but freely available data sets from public platforms. Key goals of the session: understanding techniques for data collection, learning how to select, store, and organize data, importance for reviewing literature. Coming to second topic, data collection. We have techniques for collecting data from databases like structured data collection from relational databases, example SQL. Use a structured query language requires to extract structured data from relational databases where the data is organized in tables. And querying databases and extracting relevant data. SQL queries can be customized to filter, sort, and retrieve specific data from large databases. Best practices for data integrity and ensuring quality. Ensuring the data is accurate, complete, and consistent by validating the data during the extraction process and maintaining proper database management practices. Then what are the techniques for collecting the open sources? Open data platforms like government websites, research databases. We are accessing data sets that are freely available on public platform like Kaggle, GitHub, UCI, ResearchGate, Google Scholar, Web of Science we are downloading, such as government portals and academic research databases. Scraping data from websites like application programming interfaces and web scraping tools. We are extracting data from websites by using APIs. APIs is nothing but application programming interface or tools like Beautiful Soap to gather information from the web using publicly available data sets, example Kaggle, GitHub, UCI machine learning repositories. Leverage datasets available on platforms like Kaggle and GitHub, UCI for research or model building purposes, providing free access to various data types. Then the data collection techniques like from data warehouses we are collecting the data, document oriented databases we are collecting the data, object oriented databases we are collecting the data, distributed databases, network databases like Facebook, example, hierarchical databases, and structured query language databases, NoSQL databases like YouTube, audio, video, text, graphics, animation, etc. That's why data collection techniques are systematic methods used to gather accurate and relevant information for analysis and decision making. Then write a Python program to visualize various data collection techniques such as querying databases, web scraping, and accessing public data sets, while also generating a bar chart to compare the usage of these techniques. So required libraries we are importing. Then we are creating bar chart to visualize the data collection techniques. And in x-axis we are taking SQL databases, web scraping, open source platform, data collection techniques, usage percentage, data collection techniques overview, etc. And selecting data, we are having criteria for selecting data, relevance to the research question, ensure that the data aligns with the research goals and objectives, contributing directly to answer the research questions, quality and credibility of the source, choose data from reliable and well established sources to maintain accuracy and trustworthiness in the research, data validity and completeness and consistency. The selected data must be accurate, comprehensive, and consistent over time, ensuring reliable results. Then data filtering and pre-processing techniques for eliminating noisy data, inconsistent data, dirty data by applying methods like outlier detection and data cleaning and remove relevant or inaccurate, incorrect data that can distort the analysis. Transforming and formatting data for analysis, preparing the data by converting it onto a suitable format, handling missing values, and performing transformations to ensure it is ready for analysis. Then we have selecting data like source reliability, where we are getting the data, data collection methods we are having through interviews, through questionnaires we are collecting the data. Source reliability means GitHub, Kaggle, and UCA repositories. Bias and objectivity, we are performing selecting the data. Peer review and replicability, we are performing contextual relevance, temporal consistency, transparency and documentation, cross validation and triangulation, ethical considerations, expert judgment, etc. These are the various selecting data involves choosing relevant and reliable information based on specific criteria such as accuracy, completeness, and relevance to the research objectives. Then write a Python program to process of selecting, filtering, and pre-processing of the data based on specific criteria and to visualize the stages of data processing using a bar chart. Required libraries we are installing, and we are having sample data simulating raw research data, ID numbers, and followed by the research goal relevance and the source credibility. And we have see the in x-axis we are having original data, filtered data, and pre-processed data. And y-axis we are having number of records and data selection, filtering, and pre-processing overview. So this is about third topic. The last but one topic, storing and organization of data. Storing means we are storing data in a system, server, and data center. How we are organizing data with the help of B trees and B plus trees. How efficiently we are storing the data. That's why storing structured data in relational databases, and we are using SQL, MySQL, Teradata, where data is organized into tables with rows and columns, making it easy to query and manage. What about storing unstructured data in NoSQL databases like Hive, HBase, Zookeeper, Woozy, Cassandra, in cloud storage solutions like audio, video, text, graphics, animation kinds of data in NoSQL databases like Mongo database, or cloud storage solutions like Amazon Web Services, Simple Storage Service. S3 means simple storage service which can handle large volumes of diverse data types. Best practices for secure and efficient data storage. Example, using encryption methods or backups. So, secure storage involves encrypting sensitive data to protect it from unauthorized access, while regular backups ensures that data is preserved in case of failure or corruption. So that's why we are organizing data, large data sets with the help of folders, naming conventions we are using, in structuring it into logical folders and following consistent naming conventions so that easily we are searching the data, which makes it easier to locate and retrieve data later. Metadata is nothing but data about the data. Management for easy retrieval. Metadata helps describe data, providing details like the source, date, format, and context, which makes it easier to search, retrieve, and use data effectively. Documenting data sets for reproducibility. Proper documentation ensures that data sets can be understood and used by others, ensuring a reproducibility of research or analysis by specifying data sources, methods of collection, and processing steps. So we are having storing and organization data, relational databases we are having, key value pairs. You know, Ramchand, can you recognize which type of database this one?
Volume, velocity, and variety.
No, no,
The
no, no. I'm asking key value pair. Hash table. Hash
okay, sir.
table. What is meant by
Okay,
hash table? Hash table is a structure which follows the store the data based on the key value pair. Like key is a
okay,
Ramchand, value is a age. Okay, Ramchand
okay, sir.
age is 30. We are storing data key value pairs through hash table. Keep in mind, very
Okay,
important.
okay, sir.
In interviews, they may ask the question, key value pairs which data type? You need to tell hashing or hash table.
Okay, sir.
Then a document data structure, then we are having a graph based data structure and wide column, in memory computation, time series data, object oriented, text search, spatial data, blob, and ledger, hierarchical, vector, embedded. These are the various storing and organizing data. It involves efficient techniques like databases, cloud storage, and data warehousing to ensure easy access and security and long term preservation. Then the last topic is reviewing literature, importance of literature review, the role of literature in identifying research gaps and understanding previous findings. A literature review helps identify gaps in current research and provides insights into what has already been studied, allowing research to build upon existing knowledge. How to find reliable and credible sources. It's essential to use trusted academic sources such as peer reviewed journals, books, and reputable databases to ensure the credibility and reliability of the information being reviewed. So, best practices for literature. We are having methods for conducting systematic literature searches, using academic databases like Google Scholar, PubMed, ResearchGate, etc. And we are having conduct a structured search using academic databases like Google Scholar and ResearchGate or PubMed to ensure comprehensive coverage of relevant articles and studies. Organizing and analyzing research articles. Organize research articles based on themes or research questions and critically analyze the findings to assess their relevance and impact on your own research. Citation management tools, example Jotero, EndNote. Use citation management tools like Jotero and EndNote to organize references, generate citations, and ensure proper referencing throughout the research process. So, this is the importance of reviewing literature. Research provides the interpretation of existing literature, brings out the dialects of contradictions between various thoughts, and indicates the current research places in the schema for a particular field, helps in calculating the impact of the latest information, research gaps scrutinized initially or further explored, provides information for relevancy and coherency. So that's why reviewing literature helps identifying research gaps, build on existing knowledge, and strengthening the foundation for new studies. So with this one, I am closing the theory session, Ramchan.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.